So I started with sketching out my name with just a simple basic one line design for, Schultz. And then I went in and kind of thought of it as more of like a bubble letter or box letter. I did use one of my handouts just to kind of observe a different style. So I'm not using the traditional that I normally do. So that was a challenge for me, just kind of thinking of a different style, but I didn't hold myself to the expectation that I had to look exactly like the handout, but that was just a reference. I chose to have my design overlap and become one, but you're allowed to put space in between your letters. It's up to you. But I liked being able to overlap them, which is going to give me more of a 3D effect. Another thing is I wanted to leave a little bit of space around my design so that I can add some other patterns or other visual designs later on. So now I'm going to start working with the 1-point perspective. The requirements for this is that you either have your vanishing point below or above, and then either from the left to the right or the center. So I'm going to start with my vanishing point in the bottom left corner. And so basically what that means is everything underneath the shapes and to the left side is going to have we're going to see that side of it. But I'm going to take each corner and just kind of start lining it up with that vanishing point. So here I went ahead and connected my letter S. I took each corner and connected it to the vanishing point. Now I didn't go all the way to the vanishing point because I knew I would have to do a lot of erasing. So usually I just kind of started the line there and then stopped. Now you can also have places where the letter looks like parts of it are overlapping itself, which is what I did here. I could put this, behind it or in front of it. Since I wanted this to overlap this, I connected these corners, and then this ends up being erased and put into the background. So that's up to you. I think, yes, it adds a little bit more of a challenge, but it ends up looking way cooler in the long run. So as far as an end point, you want to give your letters an end point and a thickness to it, but you also want to be thinking about the parallel lines. So for example, as I'm connecting these, don't forget you're looking for those parallel lines and seeing how they match up. For example, this parallel to this line parallel to this angle parallel to this. So kind of following that gives you a way to be consistent with that 1 point. Now I'm going to work with the rest of the letters, and remember they can overlap each other, and then you just erase what's behind it. So I'm going to start adding the Sharpie work, as well as adding some different patterns. I'm going to add some paint drips to it to give it more of that spray can look. And I'm going to start with a thin and a thick black Sharpie. I'll be adding some other color later, but I really want to get those edges to pop, so I'm going to start with this.